welcome back to the Coffey Break series. This morning we're making our way to Cooktown, but because this car only has 2 seats, I got to get the bus and train to Cairns today and then flying from Cairns to Cooktown. So I've got a bit of travel ahead of me, but it should be not too bad. We're on our way to drop me to the bus now. See you in bloody Cairns.
Yeah, have fun on the train.
Pretty cool little town. So yeah, we're on our way to Cairns today, and then I'm meeting Steph there. She's flying in from the Gold Coast, and then tomorrow from Cairns we're flying to Cooktown. We're meeting Mum and Dad at Cairns tonight, staying at the caravan park there, and yeah, we're flying into Cooktown tomorrow, packing the boat for a couple days, and then heading out to Lizard Island on Friday, depending on the weather. It's looking reasonable at the moment, but we're heading to Lizard Island because it's the best fishing in the world. So what we've read, it's pretty much the Jurassic Park of fishing. Everything is supersized up there. We tried to get there last year, but the weather was just, it's a really windy place, and you kind of just got to go there and deal with the wind. And that's what we're doing this year. Like we've got, I mean, any other place I wouldn't go out in these conditions that we've got on the forecast, but for here it looks okay, so we're going to go for it.
Also, we've had issues with the alternators on this train, as well as speed restrictions. So we do apologise for the inconvenience of the late running of the service. It's been totally out of our control, so we thank you for your patience. Thank you and good morning.
Oh my god, I was on that train for 10 hours. That was wild. There's some characters on board there. Wow. Bubbies. You had a good day?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I had a good trip. I mean, it was still long, still 620 kilometres, but...
It didn't take 12 hours.
I didn't take 12 hours. I nailed it. Like, it was a good trip. Like, yeah, the 620 k's is a good trip. But after driving across Australia, I didn't really feel like doing it. 320.
One more flight. One more flight.
Yes, he's missed you.
Go to Beacon. If you haven't already, please take the time to read the safety briefing card in the seat pocket in front of you. It does point out all the other important safety features of this aircraft. This is an open cockpit configuration. From time to time you'll hear beeps and buzzers. They're all completely normal noises. And you won't hear from me again until we begin our descent into Cooktown, so sit back, relax and enjoy the flight.
Captain James Cook beached his Endeavour here, 1770. This pathway and the artwork they've done in this town is incredible. I like that. That's cool. Hand in hand, Aussies. We just bumped into a family. There's 4 of them under the age of 10, travelling around Oz. And he knew my dad when we were younger, when we travelled around Oz. We did it. Bonnie was 2, I was 10 years old, so we're all around the same age. And it's just so cool to see kids just on the dock fishing and living like, you know, how I think kids should be living out, just outdoors playing. It was cool. And they were catching some trevally. Someone caught a meter barra there last night, so this town's awesome. Loving it. This is where we're going to be launching the boat from in this river here. There's a boat ramp down there. Dad's still driving up here. We're not launching for another 2 days when the weather hopefully comes good. But from here it's 90k across to Lizard Island, north east I think. So pinning it that way. And yeah, this is sort of where we start with we're in Cooktown now, nearly at Lizard Island, and I'm loving this town. It feels like it's just got heaps of Australian history here.
Well, yes.
Well, it does. It does.
It
does. And
that's why it's called Cooktown.
Seen it on that walk then, like, well, even just that new style Aboriginal artwork they've done on them tiles was sick.
Yeah.
So after 3 days, all of us are in Cooktown.
Here we are.
Filling up. We've got this 200 litre bladder. 700 litres of fuel we're going to be taking out to this island. We're going to be on a floating bomb for the next couple of hours. They cut off before they get to 1,000. There's a little fact for you at the fuel stations.
Supposedly one of the best fishing spots in the world, and I need that to get fish.
Yeah, so we're just about to launch here at Cooktown boat ramp, and today we have a 90-kilometre crossing to Lizard Island. It's a fair bit of wind, but it's going to be behind us. I think there's always a fair bit of wind up here. So we're just going for it. We've got a nice day tomorrow, and then after that we're hanging out here for 2 weeks. Trying to get here was a mission in itself. We're finally launching, and it's exciting. I always get like a little bit of just like anxiety or adrenaline on these crossings.
Yeah, like is this the crossing that's going to kill us?
Yeah, I don't know, this anxiety, like when you got so much fuel, and I'd probably say more adrenaline, just you get pumping. I feel like I'm almost shaking a little bit.
The adrenaline that goes through your body is like so nuts.
That's why I love this stuff. I love the adrenaline, I love the adventure, the unknown. Who knows, we might go out to the best fishing spot in the world and catch nothing. It's all the unknown, and that's why we love fishing, chasing the unknown. It's fun. People travel from all around the world here to go marlin fishing. This is probably the best marlin fishing in Australia, where people chase 1,000-pound marlin. We're not really going to be doing that unless Phoenix is coming up. He'd like catch a marlin, and we might do all day fishing with him for that. But there's massive dogtooth tuna out here eating surface lures, GTs. The cold trout here are like super-sized, nanny guy, reds, jobfish. Like, we're going to be doing a lot of stick baiting throughout this video. We're obviously going to do some jigging. The problem we have with jigging is we don't really have an esky on here, and a lot of the time when you pull a fish up from the bottom, they get that barotrauma and die. So we'll probably stick to a lot of top watering throughout this video, unless we want to. I want to catch a few reds and doggies and that, but we will be fishing top water mainly. So yeah, 90 kilometres across this morning, and it's windy. It is windy. This place is probably, I'd say Geraldton was the hardest place we've ever had to try and get out to for wind. It's the windiest place on earth, Geraldton. I reckon this isn't bloody far off at this joint. It is so windy here. So hopefully we have a smooth crossing today. We're going to be unloading on the island and then heading out to the reef, which is only about 20k past Lizard Island, which is incredible. Usually we're travelling 100k to get out to the reef, but from Lizard Island each day, it's only about 20k out to the reef, the drop-offs, and all the hopefully big fish that we're going to catch. And yeah, Mum and Dad should be here in a minute, and we'll be making the crossing. Stay tuned for some big fish.
Come here.
There's crocodiles here, Bubs. Sit. Sit. Oh. Righto. See you later. Let's go weather this storm. conditions have gotten better. So we got another 50k to go now. And then we're going to be in bloody paradise, out of the wind. Lizard Island, we've made it. With brutal force. She's a windy old joint. So this is home for the next 1 to 2 weeks. We're going to go in there and we've got a campsite on the beach here. We're sleeping on the boat, but we're just going to dump all our fuel and bits and pieces. $8 an hour.
Actually, $7.25.
So it was 90 k's across and we did 120 litres on the drive. That's working.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So at the moment they've got a marlin fishing comp going on out here. And one of our friends, Jay, who we used to hang out with a bit at Crescent Head, he's just jumped off his boat, he swam to shore, he's walking along the beach here and he's coming out to say good day. What the fuck they are? They were like, that's surely Jay, surely you just jump in a tender.
I said, yeah, the boys are up there somewhere.
Jay, when we were in Crezo, we were fishing there about 4 years ago now. He's been living up here, not living, but working out here the last 15 years, marlin fishing. So he's a bit of a guru up here and he just gave us some hot tips.
Bit of a rundown for the crew. Yeah, awesome. Good to see you guys up here.
Yeah.
From one end of the east coast to the other.
Literally.
Righto. We filled the bladder up, we're heading in to shore.
Go and drop your anchor and go for a swim.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we will.
Come back. So yeah, that's the boat that Jay's working on. He used to actually work on a bigger boat than that. They drove that up from Sydney. 20,000 litres in fuel. So to get it here from Sydney was 40 grand in fuel.
45.
1,000 litres a day to fish.
1,000 litres a day to fish. That's out of our ballpark. But if you got the money to do it, why not? Yeah.
Oh my god.
God, that's beautiful.
We just had a bit of a relaxing afternoon and you should see these marlin boats pulling in here this arvo. There's multi-million-dollar boats in here. Stretching the back. They reckon there'll be 100 boats in this anchorage this arvo, but tomorrow the comp ends, so I think after tomorrow we'll quieten down a bit. There's a Halloween party on the island going on tonight. Me and Steph are going to go in there for a couple beers. Apparently there's a marlin that they've taxidermied or replicated, 1,000-pound marlin hanging on the wall there, so that'll be cool to see.
Looked at accommodation on the island, and there was a deal for $25,000 for 2 people for a week.
Hot deal, jump on it. Oh yeah.
Sunburn captain.
That's when you know you're the captain.
Oh, you're back.
impressive.
We run 40 pounds of drag. And a marlin will just fucking go. So we're gonna fish with that tarp up, we just put that up for the day.
Oh yeah.
Awesome, mate.
Yeah.
On the steering.
There's like 40 kilo GTs in there. Yeah. Oh my. Look at the size of that one.
That is a giant. Holy.
Wow.
Green bean's good to go.
They're such a cool fish, eh?
Oh, here's a lemon shark. Lemon. Give him a lemon. Ready, watch this.
You want this? You'll never get this.
Come here, you big bugger.
Oh, he's his friend. Out the back.
I said I'm going. Surely the fuck is
Yeah.
Hey boys!
Wow, you must have a...
I'll see you in there.
Yeah, are you coming in? Cool.
I did the wrong tap. Ted turned it off.
Everybody does it.
You girls at
Well,
the
look at
bar
that.
were like,
That's what we're here to fish for. That's what we come here for.
so that's a real life size.
That's a real life. That's a real life mom.
Wow.
Wow.
So actually, his fucking dad caught it.
Your dad caught that. Wow. The most insane induction to the Lizard Island.
Yeah,
He's
I
taking
just
us
feel
back.
like we're locals.
That party up in that island up there right now is insane. But
So
we're
all we're gonna do now is just pick which boat is ours because there's so many. I don't know.
start the show this afternoon.
Welcome to Lizard Island. What a night.
See you later, bro.
See you, bros.
Good day.
See you
See you
soon.
tomorrow.
Catch you soon, eh?
Yep.
God damn. Proppy?
No, Proppy. Not angelfish. Look at them. Not a butterfly fish? I don't even know. Glad I'm not feeling like them. We wrapped it up at about 8 o'clock last night. I don't reckon a lot of people done that.
Never surrender, I like that name.
I'm baffled. Fishermen are supposed to be up early. No one is even on the deck. What's going on? Actually, I know what's going on. Everyone's hungover.
I lost it.
What was it?
Big black GT, massive. Biggest one I've hooked.
Real. Oh no.
Look at the fish following it.
Oh!
Yeah, we need bigger gear. Oh my god! Oh my... This is ridiculous. Yeah.
Come out this morning, start casting. Dog has diarrhea and starts shitting everywhere.
Can't get a break, can ya?
Go forward, there's a reef over there, Jacko. Yeah, now you can reverse out from there. That is a really big fish.
We were supposed to get some 20,000 reels before we come out here, but I didn't really want to buy another set. I got a few over in WA. I think it was a mistake. How you going there, big man?
Good, really good. Yeah, I got about a foot back on it. It ran 20 and I got one.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's a GT.
It's a big GT.
Oh, big man. Under your bail.
The sigh of relief.
Hey, I was prepared though on the boat. I wasn't sitting on the edge just diddly daddling.
The blow up was just massive. Oh my god.
Good surgery, Jacko. Wow, that was impressive. Goodbye, mate.
I've never caught a GT this dark, so you've outdone me on the colour, Dad. Oh. See you, buddy. 10 casts this morning, 2 GTs. Ridiculous. Steffi, you might be onto one. You've had your GT.
Yeah, I'm scared of them, they pumped me.
I was actually starting to think getting away from the GTs is going to become a problem here. It's just unbelievable out here. It's the best GT fishing I've ever done by a country mile. Usually spend, you know, all day, sometimes casting for a fish like that. You can catch as many as you want in there. I don't even want to catch another one, I'm too sore. So we might...
I think you might have to work on your fitness.
I know.
All you do is complain about how sore you are.
I'm
I
weak.
think you're unfit.
Look, I'm weak. I'm all skin and bone.
You are skin.
When you come out here, you got to download the Reef app. There's heaps of green zones out here, and there's actually pink zones. So there's a reef here. This one's for you, Carter, our little nephew. There's a reef here called Carter Reef, You're not even allowed to drive your boat through it. That's how special it is. You can't even go and look at it.
Probably if you look so much alive.
Probably be loaded with fish. Damn it.
Oh, that was sick.
Oh.
Sick.
What was that? It was a bigger trout, that one.
Damn it. That was a good sized trout. It's a passion fruit trout.
Oh, I've never seen a passion fruit trout. Actually,
One's a passion fruit trout. There's a lot of different species of trout. I've never actually caught this one. I've seen a few caught on the boat before, but yeah. I might try this one out. I've never tried one, so I'll cook him up for dinner tonight. There you go. Look at the colours on it.
so good. Oh my! Oh, we lost it! Oh!
Guess we won't be trying passion fruit trout. We won't be trying passion fruit trout. I've actually heard they're not that great.
Really?
Compared to cold trout. So once you lose them, if you don't have one, they're not very good. Yeah, they're crap out.
Wow. This is great.
Dad, drive. Yeah, you gotta drive out to the left. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. Back at them goggles. Dive in. You'll get it from me. It's alright, Steph. Put it in gear and turn the steering wheel hard to the right.
Go forward or no?
Grab that, grab that.
Yeah, got it. Hey!
Ah, for fuck's sake, dog! That's heartbreaking. I dove in there. I hooked it on the back of that in a shit spot. Once it woke up, like, we were just in a terrible spot to try and fight it. Never seen a trout that big. Dove into a hole. His tail was sticking out of it. I went in to grab him, and then there was another fucking massive cod in there with it, and I kind of got a bit startled. I grabbed his tail, and then he just took off like deeper into the hole, and then after that, everything hit the fish. It was that big. Back around, like that. I was like throwing quite top water the whole morning. I retied. I didn't. Obviously, I lost that last lure. I really love these little ones. They just get below the water. As soon as I twitched it down, boom, then the chaos started. Lost the dream fish, bubs went in the water, smashed my head. There was reef sharks all around me.
The amount of water that was in the back of the boat was, I was swimming. The esky, that esky that is usually on the back fell overboard. I thought I was going to get the line tangled up in the propeller, which is like my biggest nightmare, and I was just freaking. And then I also had to drive. I actually think I was MVP.
That was. Fish I was watching today. Really, really kooky what we just done then. Really kooky. Dangerous and kooky. I've been jumping in on a lot of fish lately, and I think that might be my last. Usually when you're fishing, people who don't sort of do this, if you're casting around bombies like this, someone should be driving. So if you hook a fish and you're drifting the wrong way, someone's steering you. But we both like to cast, so it doesn't.
Well, then why don't you have a break?
How are you going to catch them all if you're not up there?
It's so dramatic.
Is it bad?
It's not bad, but there's a little bit of blood.
That was a GT, wasn't it?
I locked up too hard on it. There's 2 glossies here today.
Heartbroken times 2.
The line then popped because it's been and it's wrapped around the reef before. Probably had a nick in it.
Where the f are we?
There's bait scatting around. Oh.
Hey!
Ooh.
What have we got?
It's red. I think it's a red bass.
I just had a couple of little zotters as well.
Red bass.
Good size one.
That was a cool eat, eh? Another red bass. That thing just almost launched out of the water for that lure. That just got blown up there. What have you got chasing you? Oh,
Oh, that's a GT.
Mine doesn't know what's going on. I think I got a towel wrapped.
Yeah, small GT.
This is ridiculous. Steph's out the back snorkeling off the back of the boat seeing Spanish. It's ridiculous. Take him down the back. Just hold him up here. Spango! What do you reckon, Bob? Dinner. Pretty random one to have for dinner, but it's actually, it's your favourite fish, isn't it, Dad?
Look at that.
There is? Really? Hey, Steph, look. you you wouldn't believe it. She goes, there's heaps of red bass, look at them all.
There's some big ones down there.
Is there?
Yeah. They're so cool swimming. Their eyes just stick out, eh?
You want the players?
Jacko, you have to jump in.
Okay.
You want flippers? No.
That's insane.
I had like a mackerel, sea bass, I think they're called bonefish, parrotfish, like
Yeah, the parrot.
every species of fish you can imagine. And they're massive, like, it's insane down there. You should jump in for a look, like.
Just do what I'm doing.
I will at some stage. Unbelievable.
I didn't see a fish. Not one.
It's because we went to the deep area.
Not f***ing one.
What do you call for us? Banger! Righto, let's find a camp spot. We're in the middle of the ocean.
We spotted an island in the distance. We were going to camp out on the reef, but the wind's supposed to pick up tonight. We spotted this island over here. And we're going to try and see if there's a good anchorage on it.
We'll be having Spangled Emperor for dinner tonight. That's on the menu. Got the big Somali pirate's knife out. And we're gonna, reckon we crumb it?
Yeah. With heaps of lemon. We could do fish wraps. Add some spices. Just kidding.
This is the easiest way to crumb.
We're not the colonel.
The easiest way to crumb fish. Cut it into your little nugget sized bits.
We got fried chicken. Fish fried chicken.
That's yum. Kentucky Fried Spango.
The colonel would be proud.
the culprit for making the boat damp, going for swims, and then going and drying herself on the blankets. Good night. See you on the next step. This was part 1 of a 4-part series. Join us next week as we do a bit of land-based fishing and meet some legends who take us out on their boat.